right. God, it gets me excited.
Yeah!
If you guys missed it,
Awesome!
you need to go back to the beginning of the live stream and check that out. That is our new intro. It is guaranteed to get you pumped up. What is going on, folks? It is Friday night. It is 7:31. We're just a little bit late, but I think we started on time. 7:30. This is the Panhandle Fishing Report. I am Mike Smith of Smitty Surf Fishing, and my co-host is
Demo, finding Demo surf fishing. Super pumped.
that was good. Hasn't been a good week of fishing, but man, you listen to that intro, that music is going to get you pumped up. I'm telling you, if you missed it, when this is all done, go back to the very beginning and watch that intro. You don't want to miss it.
Like, I almost want to finish it with the outro. Like, we need to make that part of the outro too.
We can do that. I got some more editing.
I want to flip the table.
I know.
Just get it.
Like, I don't like the way the music just cuts off. I need it to start fading out. And then we need to do that for the outro as well. Maybe I'll play it again on the outro. So stick around. If you missed the intro, we'll play it again on the outro. That is, that was great. Loved it. Justin, dude, the music. That's what we're talking about.
You're only live on Smitty Surf Fishing, by the way.
No, it should be Panhandle Fishing as well. Smitty Surf Fishing on Panhandle Fishing Report.
It's all good. I got it.
Oh. Well, see, the same thing happened last time. It streamed, and then it got restreamed. So I don't know. Well, I have to go back and look. But it is shared out. It is streaming. It is showing streaming on both.
Yeah, we're streaming.
It's only you missed the music. That's right, Carl. You need to go back to the beginning when we're all done. Not now, but when we're all done, go back to the beginning. You got to listen to the music. It is it'll get you pumped. It definitely gets you pumped. Man, what a rough week of fishing. What's up, Mr. Tony Fagioni?
What's up, Tony?
Tony getting a big old mess of, can I say it? Ghost shrimp. That was a lot of ghost shrimp today.
Would you say that he has a plethora of ghost
shrimp? A plethora of ghost shrimp. That is a lot. He was he's getting ready for tomorrow.
Oh boy.
All right. So as I alluded to, rough week of fishing. There was a few things we'll talk about. There's a couple folks that got into it and got into some fish, and we'll highlight them as we get to the end after we go through our reports. But crazy weather. It was wind was we had a great weather window Tuesday and Wednesday, I think, for a lot of folks. Tuesday and Wednesday were great. Thursday, tried to get out and do some fishing. It was great in the morning. We had a group of us that were out there in the afternoon. There's probably 20 rods lined up, and I think Justin Reed was the only one that caught fish. I think he got some catfish, but still, I think he was the only one that had something tugging at the end of his line. But it was just great to get out there. Winds came up out of the west pretty strong here in Navarre, and we tried to get some shark baits out, but it wasn't going to happen. So at least not using the fishing surfer. So we decided to go ahead and call it. But it was fun hanging out with everybody.
Yeah. So speaking of that, I'm just going to go ahead and jump ahead. You took out the new rods that you got them in finally with the FSA team. What'd you think?
Yeah. So we went out and threw the Florida Surf Angler Big Un, which is 6 to 8 ounces plus your bait. For those that are familiar with the Panhandle area and fishing 36A is where we were at. Easily into the blue water from the shore with a huge chunk of mullet. And I mean, with that 10.5 or that 10,000 battle on there, dude, it just slung it, which was great. I haven't hooked up with a fish with it yet, but looking forward to it. As Carl said, putty rods, man, those. We also had out the over the bar 12, and that we didn't get to cast it because I had the conventional reel on there, and the wind was blowing way too hard out of the west. I wasn't even going to try it. I went out today with it, and that thing is money. Easily 150 on the first cast. Second cast didn't go so well. As I was calling my son over, I said, "Hey, you got to come over and see how far this thing went." And I loaded up. I get ready to send that rod out, and huge backlash. It took me probably 15, 20 minutes to pick that thing out.
Oh,
It went downhill from there. But afterwards, you know, it was a steady 125 almost every cast after that. I tightened down the mag control a little bit more because the first cast, it was just wide open. I took everything off, backed everything out. And after that, man, it just flew. So extremely impressed. So thankful for Mark Burford and the FSA team to send those out here this way. Well, hey, speaking of which, perfect timing. You just missed my my review of the rods that we went out and threw today. Oh, and also put up the 12-foot bullet with a nice 6,000, and that thing, man, it was money.
Carl, I'm gonna go to a dagger or an FS18. FS18. 18 foot.
Maybe he means the Maybe he means the Florida Surf Angler.
I'd go with that. All right.
I'd go with the Florida Surf Angler.
Carl, help us out here.
Carl, what are you doing?
Speaking of that, for a lot of you that might be looking at getting rods or something like that, Smitty said before, and I've said it before, we all have a lot of different rods that we have at our disposal that you're welcome to come out and test to, you know, get an idea if you're looking for the FSAs, OTBs, daggers. What else we got? We got battles. We got pens. Mike and I when we go fishing, we bring the arsenal out. So there's a lot of different rods that you're welcome to come try. And we've got a lot of great rod makers in our community that have come up with some good stuff. I think one of us I think it might be Justin. We were talking about getting our hands on one of Blake's, the real 30As. So, you know, again, if you guys ever want to come out and find us, I mean, Smitty and I are pretty easy to find with our flags. Yeah. You can just come out. I'm sure we'd be happy to hook it up, and it'd be good to try it out. Try before you buy. You don't get that very often nowadays.
Absolutely. And it's a great variety. And you get to, you know, you compare a little bit. I was curious yesterday on one of the guys that was out there had a 12-foot dagger, and I wanted to compare the OTB and the dagger. Really close. But I think putting it to the test, I think the OTB would reign on that one. I just think the way it handled, it's a little stiffer down at the bottom, but then that flex and the sensitivity of the tip phrasing is perfect. It's an adult show.
Damn it, you got it before I did.
I did. I wasn't gonna let you call me out on it.
Lana.
Little Archer reference for those that watch Archer.
That makes my day better. So again, yeah, like, you know, that we're here for you guys. You know, we do this report every week, but we've also got the gear too that we get the chance to try out. Sometimes we get some of the stuff to really have available to do this. Mark, you know, like he said in that comment there, the Try Before You Buy is really nice. It's not easy to find that nowadays, especially with these ones. How many guides are on the OTB 12? 8?
I think it's 8 to 9. Mark, correct me if I'm wrong. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure it's either 8 or 9.
I remember being pretty
that
tight.
Are on that. There we go. We just both got excited at the same time. The OTB 10s have shipped. They are on their way. That is awesome. Those of
you, if you haven't read my review on the OTB 10, I wrote it a couple weeks ago. I didn't share it a bunch, unfortunately, because I forgot. But and I need to do that still. I apologize. But the OTB 10 shocked me. I mean, for me to be able to throw a 1/2 ounce just lure on that rod blew my mind. The fact that it didn't bird's nest, that it retrieved perfectly, shocked the hell out of me. That rod, that's a great rod. That's a great 10-footer.
Yeah, that's a great. We talked about it, I think, 2 episodes ago.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, this is like the 8th episode. No, we've been doing this for like 8 weeks now. That's awesome. And we haven't run out of things to talk about. So it's
I don't think we.
Yeah, the Overbar 10 is going to be a great all around set rig, casting rig. It's going to be a great rod. So we're talking about weather
All right.
earlier. Let's take a look at and see what we got coming up for weather. Share screen here. We're going to share screen. Share tab for the weather.
While
Take
Mike
this
is
off
doing
first.
that, we've got some. So this week we've got offshore reporting. It's going to be, unfortunately, not here
Yeah.
because something came up. Hey, you guys know us. We'll get the trifecta eventually. So we'll get.
Man, I was all excited too.
It was gonna be nice. Smitty, or I'm sorry, Captain Bill's back. We got him on the inshore and the surf this week. We've got PerdidoBlane back for the for his stuff, and quite a bit of fun things coming with that. But we'll get to that. All right, let's talk weather.
Heck yeah. So tomorrow, if you're going to get out, I would get out early.
7.
Should be good morning, but rain's going to start rolling in. It's going to be bad tomorrow afternoon and overnight.
Looks like some cutting glass weather right there.
Yeah. Sunday's not looking bad. Still windy as all get out. That's going to be a tough day.
The wind is. I pulled up windy earlier today while I was waiting to get an idea for this weekend. I think the wind is going to play a stupid factor. I mean, on the tail end of this front, and I think that we're going to have a real ugly weekend.
Oh yeah, look, what's that? 25 to 30.
Not to mention we're going to have the churn ups from this storm runs through. I think this weekend is going to be one. Yeah, hey, by all means, I say go inshore. That's me. Not because they have the surf. I'd say go inshore.
Yeah.
See what Bill has to say when we get to him on that one.
Yeah, I agree. Inshore is probably the key this weekend. And even into the week till about maybe midweek. After Wednesday, southeast at 13, not too bad, depending on if that's a gust or not. And then Thursday, Friday, I probably won't get back out until Friday, Saturday of next week. With those winds, because this time of year, I mean, yeah, we're out targeting pompano and everything, but for me, it's sharks right now, and the RC fishing surfer does really good in the north winds.
And for all of you who love casting long distance, ain't nothing wrong with a good north wind.
That's true. That is true.
Jeremiah, if I want to target fish from the beach in colder weather, should I go no floats and only beads?
So and I've told this to a couple folks. In the spring and summer, I use floats, and we'll have to see what PerdidoBlane has to say too. But in the wintertime, they're not finding as many sand fleas out there, and they're eating more coquinas. So I do beads. I've done crazy stuff to, I've hit up Hobby Lobby looking at the real shells and actually tried putting them on rigs just because that's what the fish are eating right now. So I would say go ahead and get just do straight beads. And if you're looking for a good bead rig, the Green Get-ems made by Mr. Cliff Gardner here out of Navarre is those are fish catching rigs right there. And Salty has teased us on social media that he was putting whiting. Yeah, I know you did. I didn't.
I'm gonna have to be right back for that. I forgot I got a package in the mail.
He looks like he's making whiting rigs with beads on them.
I'm going to get it. I gotta go get this.
All right.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, so I would do only beads right now. But that's just me. Just because that's what they're eating. They're eating the clams. They're not eating sand fleas. So using the floats to me is you're using floats to represent something else that's out there. So, and then enticing them with the scent of your other bait. Mr. Burford came back. Mark says 7 guides on the over the bar, 12 plus the tip. So 8 guides altogether. So, really smooth. Thanks, Mark, for that. Smooth casting setup and distance, man. I was shocked at the distance. I mean, normally I use a Penn Prevail. I like those, and I use my battalions. But not anymore. Like, and the bullet, like I said in the very beginning, the over the bar 12 was great. The bullet slung it as well. And we were slinging a 2-ounce popper with that bullet. I wouldn't recommend popping with a 12-foot rod. But we were doing some other stuff with it. We actually ran it out in the boat today and dropped it off just before the second sandbar and popped it all the way back.
You actually
Which
popped
was,
it the whole way home?
yeah. Yeah, once you drop it out there and you can actually see the kick-ups as you're catching the sun, you know, popping it and pause, letting it go. And it was yeah, it was pretty. It comes in quick. I wouldn't recommend doing it a lot with the boat because it's so much to run it out there. Then you drop it, and then like minute and a half, you got it back to shore, and it's time to run it back out again. And it's just a lot of work.
Is that the 10,000 too?
No. This was the bullet with the 6,000
the
cross
6.
cast on it. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, I remember.
yeah. You wouldn't want to do it with the 10.
No. I was.
No.
That's why I was saying. I was like, going back to the gym. I see. All right.
No,
Game on.
not at all.
I own the OTB 12, and it's a great product. Smooth caster, Tony.
Yeah, it is. It is, man. I tell you,
Fine,
it's
fine.
nice.
I'll go out and throw it well. Make
Yeah.
me sad.
We need to set up a demo day. We talked about it with a couple folks. We actually need to set one up.
We do. How much braid is the new 10K holding? 1 month's salary.
Yeah. So it advertises 490 of 80-pound braid, and I think we got 515 on there with the 80 pounds. So plenty of line for whatever we're gonna target.
But yeah, I'm down. Let's offline. Let's actually schedule a day. I mean,
Yeah,
get a couple weeks ahead.
Right.
I'll happily schedule the day off work unless we have to do it on the weekend. Whatever, I'll schedule it in. We can go get it. All right. Should we get into the caps?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So offshore is off. So you got you got the Inshore.
All right. So Inshore captain will bring on here Mr. Bill Lipscomb back with us. Captain Bill, what is going on?
What's happening, fellas?
Hey, Bill.
How you been getting out and doing some fishing?
Well, I ran a charter earlier this week, and we went up in the canals, caught a bunch of redfish. Actually, redfish bite was hot in that canal. It was like every cast. I actually had two times they doubled up, but they were only like 14 inches, 12 inches. But they were pretty, man. They had a bunch of spots on them.
Nice.
It was cool. I mean, they were getting a rod bent, so
there you go. That's what it's about. Just catching fish.
That makes the day always better right there.
But I went out today scouting around, and I saw some fish, but nothing would eat. And I actually seen 3 pompano.
Nice.
Yeah, cruising in about 2 foot of water. And I'm like, come on, man. I can't catch them. I don't know.
Well, I know we were talking before the show offline. We have caught them in the bay there.
Yeah, I had a charter.
In the sound.
I had a charter about a month ago. The guy caught one in the sound. It was like 18 inches. It was huge.
Nice. That's good. Everybody's seeing pompano.
Except
Captain Justin, who was on,
caught him on a popping cork.
Yeah,
on a popping cork
with a live shrimp under it.
Oh man, yeah, that pompano was pissed.
Yeah,
good.
So
I like angry fish.
There you go. So small redfish. What were you using?
Live shrimp.
Live shrimp.
Yep. And recently I've been putting on a jig head and then hooking a live shrimp on a jig head for those guys that like to jerk.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So I usually give the ladies the circle hooks because they're used to reeling anyway.
Right.
And it works out for them. And the guys actually use the jig heads, and it works out for them.
It seems like the ladies always seem to outcatch almost on boats.
White trout still heavy, hot and heavy at Pensacola Bridge. They're catching some sheephead around the Bob Sykes Bridge. I haven't seen or heard anybody catching anything really around Navarre Bridge. And I don't know anything about Choctaw Bay right now.
I was wondering about Navarre Bridge because we've discussed going out and just kind of jigging along the pylons for maybe sheephead in there. But I haven't heard of anybody catching anything in the VAR just yet.
No.
Yeah.
I know one of the other captains, I guess he ran a charter last week. He caught some nice redfish, but I've seen the post on Facebook, but I don't know if it was recent or not. But it's been a slow bite. I'm ready for spring, man, and get that water temperature back up to 72 degrees and let them start chewing.
Absolutely. I think everybody is. It's this time of year is just slow.
Yes.
Yes. If you go back into our episodes 2.5, 3 weeks ago, we're begging for the water temperature to come down. I mean,
I know
we've had quite the year of just crazy.
Yeah. But I know that there's going to be some redfish tournaments coming up, and I posted my club schedule on the Panhandle Inshore Fishing Club Facebook page, and I'm only going to run 5 tournaments this year. One is due to the fact that I'll probably be real busy, and 2 is the fact that we just didn't have a whole lot of participation last year. And if we get the participation up, then the year after we're going to try to do a redfish series. So
nice.
See how that works.
That'll be good for the local area.
Alex Johnson runs a Pensacola redfish series, and his first tournament's on the 29th of January out of Shoreline Park. And I think it's an $80 entry fee, or maybe $100. I don't really remember, but it's $100. It's a cash payout deal. So
right. Now, is that a team? It's
a team
payout.
Yeah, it's a team thing. Oh, okay. Now my club stuff is not a team. It's all individually based. You can bank fish. You can fish off the dock. You can fish in a kayak. You can fish in a boat. You can fish in a tube. I don't really care.
Yeah.
as long as you paid your entry fee and stay within the boundary on the club part. Because I mean, that's the only way to really, in my opinion, the only way to make it fair at an entry level kind of deal is to have a boundary. That way everybody has the same chance. I know a lot of kayak guys are like, I'm not doing that against a bunch of boats. Right now is the perfect time for you kayak guys.
Going shallow.
Absolutely.
Boat guys can't get in that shallow. So
yeah. That's the same thing. That's the same thing Justin was saying out there in Panama City as well. Is fish are shallow right now. You can get up in there in the skinny waters.
I saw 3 redfish today. They were in spit, basically. I mean, there was like a sandbar there, and they were almost backs out of the water. The water was so shallow. It's probably 6-8 inches at the most.
Jeez, it's trying to get warm, huh?
Yeah. And two of them were mid slot, and the other one was probably 18 inches, and they wouldn't eat.
Man,
I was like, I need dynamite.
Yeah. If only it was legal.
I know, right? A couple of M80s, whatever. Just
Yeah.
But
so we got a question here.
That's just me fishing by myself,
We got a question here from Jeremiah Kelly wanting to know, when using live shrimp, do you like to freeline it?
Yeah, I do. If you're out, maybe not so far in, if you're out drifting the flat, then yeah, I always try to freeline one.
Gotcha.
You never know. But usually on the freeline shrimp, yes, you're going to catch a bunch of trout.
Gotcha. Nice. So targeting the redfish, you were saying your live shrimp on a jig head or under a popping cork with the
right now everything's on. Right now everything's been on the bottom.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Try to find a deeper hole or up in the canals. And I mean, it's kind of weird. The fish that are out in the bay are in a hole somewhere, but then they're up in the canal and it's 5 feet and it's flat. So
right.
It's kind of weird, but that's what they do.
That's where they're at.
Okay.
Great.
Get in the shallows and get in there and get after them. So
I posted some photos on my business page and of some of the redfish they caught the other day, and it was pretty for about an hour and a half. It was just on, like
Just
every
solid,
other
huh?
every other cast they were catching one, and if they weren't catching one, their baits were getting ate. So they're like, dang, I missed them again. I'm like, all right, here we go.
Yeah, got plenty of shrimp.
Yeah, I always try to buy. I don't know. That's the whole thing with me. I buy, if I have 4 people, I'll buy 10 dozen, or in the summertime, I'll buy 12 dozen if I can get them. And for some reason, I always end up coming back with a dozen. I don't know.
Really, it's always an extra dozen somewhere.
But it's better to have it and not need it than run out and not.
That's true, especially when you got folks out there that you're trying to put on fish. It's not you don't want to run out of bait. That's bad.
And when I go to the bridge, I always take squid and cut bait with me too for white trout and whatever, big chunks of mullet or ladyfish, or maybe take some little white trout and cut them up and use them for bait. Actually, heads and all, just use the whole thing.
So that's a good point. Just like when we go out to the surf, the key for us successful day out there is bait diversity, and having a little bit of everything, because you never know what's going to happen. I know I slipped up and Brian sitting there, but it's you want to have bait diversity out there. Same thing with inshore fishing. Like typically people think, oh, you just take some shrimp with you and you're good. Well,
no, you got to have a little bit of everything.
Exactly. Because like you said, some squid, you go out to the bridge, you drop that down, white trout turns into redfish bait. It turns into shark bait, jacks, whatever. You got to have it to get it. So
I did catch a little shark on a charter 2 weeks ago up at the bridge. It was like, I don't know, 28, 29 inches. Little guy, but it was fun.
Yeah.
But the guy waited all day to get that one bite. So
yeah,
I mean, he wasn't catching nothing, and then boom. So it was a good deal.
Good way to finish.
Yeah, those ones I don't mind handling. I can turn them over and take the hook out, and they're all good. But if they get any bigger than that, I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, that's when you just cut. You cut the leader, cut down close as you can to the hook.
Oh,
and
yeah.
call it good. Got another question here. Do you have a preference on jig heads that you use?
I personally like Strike King jig heads. You can get them at Walmart.
He said the word.
I'm sorry.
Hey, if you get what you work with, I mean, seriously, now.
But they don't bend, they don't break. I've been using them for years, and the gap on them is really good. It's like a 3/0 hook, and I just don't have any issues with them at all.
Just a 3. I thought you were going smaller. That's 3/0's perfect, I would say.
Yeah.
Are you how you hooking them? You going through the head or you going through tail?
Both.
Okay. Just depends on if you're free.
Yeah, it depends on where, like if you reel it back and there's nothing but the head left, then they're just eating the tail. Yeah. So then I hook them in the tail.
See, every time I do that, they just turn around and eat the head. I'm like, you son of a...
yeah, it happens.
Yeah.
But I figure if you hook them in the tail after they're doing that, then it's like, okay, well, now I'm in the zone.
Yeah. There you go.
But in reference to what you guys were talking about earlier, though, about the rod length and all that, it's not the size of your rod that matters. It's how you use it.
That's true. That's true.
True.
I've been waiting to throw that
You've been waiting to throw that one in there.
I couldn't let it go.
Absolutely true.
You need the
Captain, appreciate the report.
We all need to get together. We need to get together and do something.
I think we texted 2 days ago. We were actually just talking about it, and I was like, we really need to go over to Bill. And he's like, we need to. I was like, all right, we're gonna make that happen.
We're gonna try to get all of us
you guys
together.
Can go out with me, or I can go out to the beach with you guys, and you can show me something on the beach because I don't know crap about beach fishing.
There you go.
Yeah. I have a 9-foot surf casting rod, but
there you go. That'll do.
That's all I got, and a pompano
That's what
rig.
you need. So
it's probably still looking new because I've never caught anything on it. So,
so as always, we'll end it with how can folks get in touch with you if they want to book a trip?
It's e6ifa.net, or you can call me at 850-585-6806. And that goes for the club as well. If you have any questions about the club, just give me a call or hit me up on Facebook. I'll get to you.
Perfect. Well, as always, we appreciate it, Captain. And we'll talk to you next time.
All right, man. Y'all be
Thanks.
good.
Yep. Bye.
Good to see you, Bill.
Awesome.
It's
we'll get
always
this
fun having
out.
Bill on.
Yeah. He's a character, man. It's fun.
So
go ahead.
It's sounding like between the surf and the inshore, before we even get to Blane, I mean, fishing's not loving us right now.
And I said this when we started doing this 8 weeks ago. Who in their right mind would start a fishing report in the middle of winter? Like, how do you expect? Yeah, you and me. I think you and I are the only ones that would say, you know what? Let's start a fishing report in the toughest time to do a fishing report.
Hold my beer.
It's crazy. Yeah, watch it.
All right. Here we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for that wonderful surf report. This week we've got PerdidoBlane. He is back live and in person, ready to rock. What it is, buddy? Oh, he's got it!
Oh, nice.
Nice, right?
Absolutely.
Come out good, man. It's nice quality too. It feels good.
Man, your wife hooked it up. Your wife. So if y'all haven't been able to find out through Blane, if you haven't seen any of his stuff on PerdidoBlane, his wife Lillicraft designed awesome. She has done amazing things for my business. She got my logo set up and she ordered those flags, which you will see flying every time my flag is flying. Thank you for that. Damn, that looks good. Mine sounds like you're fully dressed and you're not wearing it. I'm a little.
No, I took it off. Mine are ridiculously big though. Like I went big on them, and I got them.
Really?
Yeah, these are kind of big.
Well, when we were talking, you were gonna say, what was it, the 3x5? Or did you go bigger?
I can't. They're big, bro. Yeah, like they look like wall art. I'll figure out a way to get it up there, man.
Giant tapestries from the 70s, those huge black light posters, that's what you need.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But Brian's look good. They're a nice size.
Yeah.
I went a little big.
I am.
A little big.
Nice size.
You just, I have a nice size.
Appreciate you, brother. And again, I appreciate your wife, Lillicraft Design. She's done a great work for me, and I appreciate everything that she did. She put her heart and soul into that, and she made it what it is. So thank you. You guys did.
Cool, man.
Awesome job.
All right, talk to me. What you got on the surf?
You guys know what's going on, man. I bounced out of here Wednesday afternoon, lunch, just to go take a look. Went down over the bridge. Beautiful day, water clarity wasn't bad. We'll go like white float, yellow float, orange float theory, and yellow floats would have been thrown. But it had that really stupid, strong east push and current. That's when you're like, yeah, dude, nothing is gonna hold. No wave action, just that strong push. Yesterday, dude, was absolutely beautiful here. I went to the bank about 1:00 and I saw pickup truck after pickup truck going over the bridge with surf gear. So everybody was going out. Arrington came by the house last night. He hooked up on reds, whiting, and a red drum. Clint from Lost Key Outdoors was out there on Wednesday, and he was destroying eater-sized whiting right up close on knocker rigs and shrimp, So they're biting around here. And then there's Jordan. Jordan's pulling in the big uglies down there right next door to me, which has got me pumped because that's what I'm doing tomorrow. I got that little window tomorrow morning before it gets nasty, and I'm going out and I want to hook up with some big boys.
Yeah, he took a little break. He went on vacation, and if you guys haven't seen it yet, go take a look at G2 Coastal. He dropped some monster.
Good ones. It got me all pumped, man. I was like, "That's what I'm doing tomorrow."
Googly with their furry and everything. It was so good.
Yeah.
So we got that going. Mr. James, what's up? James Pemberton.
You guys were talking about like being lazy with a surf fishing bait, and I started thinking about it. I was like, I am that guy. I'll take some synthetic. I'll grab some fresh dead. I might try to break some fleas. But now you get me in the kayak, bro, and I take everything in the garage. Everything in the garage goes with me on the kayak, and I use it all.
Yeah.
I'm like a 3-caster. 3 casts, no hits. This ain't working. And and there's something else. I get lazy with surf fishing, man. You know, I guess it's the atmosphere. You know, you just kind of
maybe
like,
you just laid back, enjoying the atmosphere there. Yeah.
I'm just gonna stick this on. This is what I got.
But
it's
funny you bring it up in the kayak, because the one time I went with you, sure enough, you had all 3 rods with 3 different things. If it wasn't working, I'd see you go right into the center, go grab something different, change it up, go into another. It's like, what do you like? And I'm over here just watching a show, man. I can't fish to save my ass.
I take everything in the garage on the kayak, man. Yeah.
Let's see here. We got a couple things running here. So, Carl, don't worry. We're going to ask that question. I promise you that one's coming. Jeremiah, question for Blane. When are we getting another camp and cook video? Oh, yeah. The season's coming up.
I already got a plan, guys. So, 3rd week of March, I'm doing the St. George Island trip. Already have it booked. I'm going to do a 5-dayer. I got some buddies going to come in too. Arrington's talking about coming this trip. Sean Lawless is talking about he's going to try to fit it in too. So Sean Lawless might be out there also.
Nice.
I got a plan this year because late March, I'm hoping to pompano there. And where we camp, I found it last year, is I can kind of beach my kayak and walk over to the surf, or drag the kayak over to the surf. If the conditions are right, I want to get out there and try to jig for some pomps on the kayak in the Gulf out there. So that's going to be a new little adventure I'm going to do. I'm going to put in the effort for it. You know, again, if the conditions are right, if it's crazy rough out in the Gulf, I ain't taking the yak out there. But I'm looking forward to it, man. Every time we go out there, every year, you know, it just gets better and better. Last year, I don't know if y'all saw the videos, but we got destroyed by a tropical storm like the 2nd day.
Yeah.
And it just destroyed the fishing. You know, we tried, man, but it was disappointing. It was still fun, you know. But that's coming up, guys. Like I said, third week of March. So the videos and stuff will be out 1st week of April.
Nice.
Yeah, you're telling me about that trip. That sounds like a fun one, man. It's gonna be a good one.
I might take the canoe. I almost got the canoe. Y'all heard me talking about it.
Oh, careful! You start talking about kayaks and canoes.
Yeah.
This guy right here.
Yeah, dude, I got a canoe coming. I'm pumped about it. It's like 50 pounds. It's an old town, so it's decked out for fish. It's super light. You know, it's gonna be a fun little vessel, man, just to kind of whip around here and stuff. You know.
Nice.
No, gonna be a good one. All right, man. Oh, go ahead. No.
I see Dolphin Island Fishing is usually out in his canoe. I see reports from him tearing up sheephead over there, and we got one that's been sitting on the back of my shed, and I haven't had it out yet. I keep telling Brian we need to go and jig around some bridge pilings for some sheephead.
Yeah,
but
there's a lot of room in it.
That's good stuff. Yeah,
a lot of room in it. I mean, you don't have the pedal drive, but it's gonna be fun. Something different, man. You know.
Absolutely.
I mean, I'm down.
So April's going to be a busy month, as Brian was alluding to. Go ahead.
In April there, buddy.
Yeah, bro. We're doing it, man. I'm gonna bust a banger out, man. 150-mile radius. We opened up Panama City to it. So that's coming into April. It's gonna be good, man. Still working out details. I pretty much have all the details. I'm just kind of waiting to see if things change. But anything that's like solid, I'm posting in the group, in the Facebook page. So anything that goes in there is pretty solid. Just ton of support. You know, we went nonprofit with it. We went charity. So a couple charities we are going to give to is on my side, I am going to give to a substance abuse program that does hit home for me. You know, some of you guys know I spent 20 years in that world, you know, and I was homeless for many years due to alcoholism, opioid use. And I came out of that, and it was like programs like this that, didn't give up, scholarships, things like that I couldn't pay, and that got me to where I am today. So all profits on my side will go to that. Clint and Angela from Lost Key Outdoors are looking into a veterans program to do their profits of the portion. So that's how it works. And any kind of cash donations that come in go towards the payouts. So there will be cash payouts in this one. And then all entry fee money goes to the organizations.
Nice.
Yeah.
Outstanding.
It's going to be a good one, man. I'm pumped.
I've seen
I
some
like the
posts,
layout so far.
I've seen some. Yeah, it does look. Oh, I like the lines.
Yeah.
Yeah. Blake Hunter helped me out a lot with talking about like what to fish for stuff. And Clint and Angela had been against the aggregate since the last tournament. Clint's very like, why, we're keeping all these fish and people are probably just going to keep fish just to see if they're going to win. And, I don't think I've been fishing with Clint a lot and I've never seen him keep a fish. Okay.
Wow.
Oh, that's a slot red, bro.
Yeah.
Nah, I didn't bring a cooler.
I didn't bring a cooler.
He is a catch and release guy. And so that was, that was their call. They were like, we don't want to do the aggregate. Let's figure out something else. Chatting with Blake Hunter. He's like, why don't you do this? It sounded good. So that's what we went with. We will have 8 categories this time. So there will be 8 winners every entry. So anybody who enters is going to get a raffle ticket also. So it's pretty much set in stone. I can tell you guys here, it'll be a $25 entry fee with a raffle ticket, or it'll be a $50 entry fee with a raffle ticket and a tournament shirt, performance shirt. So you have the option to get the shirt. The raffle ticket, we've got tons of prizes, man. Each Pompano category will come with the cash prize and a rod of your choosing. So to let you know what we got on deck, we got a 10-foot over the bar. We got a 11-foot Ninja. Frisky's doing a custom Pompano jigging rod.
Never mind,
which
I
is
want that
super
one.
cool.
I want that one.
We got. I got to look at the board, man. We got Blake Hunter throwing in a 9-footer, and then Seaborn's a local guy. He does some custom rods. He's throwing in, I think, like a 13-footer. So there'll be 5 rods for the 5 Pompano category, right? Damn. So it's going to go like this. The rods will be there. You win first place. You get your cash. You
get first pick.
Your rod. Yeah, pick your rod. Pick your poison,
Yeah.
Yeah. It's going to be cool, man.
Take cash bribes, right?
Huh?
Take cash bribes?
Cash prize?
He's asking if you take a cash bribe.
No, man. No bribes.
Well, speaking of that, due to the fact that several of my friends have already gotten ahead of me, I'm just going to go ahead and say it right here on the live. Finding Demo Surf Fishing would like to throw in as well. We are throwing in on the cash prize.
Nice.
So,
DM me.
Yep.
And
you got it, buddy.
DM me. I'll send you a Facebook pay, bro. That's how we do it.
Yep. Sounds good. I'll have that over to you tonight.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I want to be in on that. I want to help support this. I'm excited.
We're trying to get it big, man, because really the bigger it is, the more people are going to enter and the more money will go to these organizations. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
That's how we're looking at it. So I told Clint and Angela, I was like, y'all get ready. I was like, you'll have a parking lot. A parking lot full, and they're pumped. I've been talking to a local food truck in the area, this little Thai spot. They're going to pull it down there. We'll have food there. It'll be cool, man.
So Mark Burford just chimed in, and I'm going to put this up on the screen for you to read.
It's funny that you and I are like a nonverbal communication.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Just right off the bat. Here we go. Can you read that? If anybody brings
any state record.
If anybody brings in a state record, he'll throw in a Florida Surf Angler 12-foot bullet.
For whiting or pompano?
He just said state record.
He just said state record. Yeah. So, yeah. Okay. Now we're done.
Oh, go ahead and send Carl. Go ahead and send it, Mark. That baby's mine. Oh, he's got jokes. Carl's got jokes.
Yeah. So Mark said yes. So that's whiting or pompano. If it's a state record contender, he's he'll throw in that as well. That is awesome.
Cliff, the catcher of pompano and freshwater lakes, is in. It's on. We got some good competition, man. We've got some really good. I mean, all the people that came up on the last one, and April's a perfect time for the tournament. We're gonna have there's going to be some excellent competition for those days, and that's gonna be good stuff right there.
And it's great to see it from the surf fishing industry. East Coast, the Panhandle, everybody who's jumping in to help support to make this such a big event, man.
We got a lot from Northeast.
It's awesome.
It
is awesome.
It's it is good, man. We just hope it's going to grow. We'll do the fall again, and we're hoping that they'll get big, man. I want them big bangers, 150 miles, 2 states.
There you go.
It's gonna be fun, bro.
After we're done, we're all gonna run up to Buns and go get some pokey.
Yeah, the little 40-hour tournament, man. People are just going crazy. That's the fun part. I got 40 hours, like before the weigh-in, and it's like you're fishing, bro. You're fishing,
So it's gonna be the same setup as your fall tournament, where weigh-in will be one weigh-in on Sunday afternoon. Setup.
One weigh-in. Yeah, it'll open up on midnight, and you got to be there by 4 p.m. to weigh them in. That's when we suggest for the guys who live further away, start inching this way. You know what I mean? Yeah. Maybe fish Pensacola, Perdido that Sunday morning. That's what a lot of guys did on the last tournament. They came in, fished that morning close to the weigh-in.
Yeah.
Are they going to open Lost Key for weigh-in day? Are they going to have that open again?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're going to have it open.
I mean, I'm not saying I need to spend money. I need to spend some money there. Yeah. I'm due for this year. I haven't spent yet.
Yeah. That is awesome. Awesome news, man.
Jeremiah asked, where can I get an over the bar mark? You know where you can get it right from that guy right there. And then where can you hire Blane? We're always going to do that on the outro. But Blane, you got anything else good for us, brother? Anything fun? Anything else?
That's it, bro. I've been extremely busy with it. It gets the beginning of it is so hyped, and then it's going to die. You know what I mean? And then that last 3 weeks, it's going to pump back up again. It's fun, man. I love it, dude. I love it.
That's great stuff, man. I'm glad you took the initiative around here and started it up and started it going. That's awesome. And I think you're right. I think it's just going to grow each year. If the spring indicator, the amount of participation you're getting from the fall to the spring, it's just going to continue to grow and grow. It's going to be an awesome tournament. Good stuff. Game on. That's right. It's been, last year Pompano showed up late, and it was middle of April when we started just wearing them out. It's hopefully that holds true again this year.
We originally were going to go slap in the middle of April, and then nobody realized it was Easter weekend. Somebody reached out to me. I think Larry Brody. He was like, "Hey, that's Easter weekend, man." I was like, "Yes, it is."
Yeah.
Let me revamp that. And we still thought about it. The next morning, I was like, "Man, let's just do it." I was like, "They're like, Blane, nobody's coming on Easter." I was like, "Yeah, you're right."
I mean, you do the egg thing in the morning. They're like, "All right, cool, we're good.
So we're
good. Okay, you know what? Can we push this to like 7? Yeah, we can wait till tonight, right?"
We pushed it out a week, man. It's gonna be good, brother. I can't wait, man. I got that kind of camping trip to hold me over, and then it'll be on, man.
Yeah, man.
And then we'll have the Pomp Stomp going on too. They usually launch 1st of April.
Oh, are we doing? Is Pomp Stomp still going?
Oh, I'm sure.
Sam's bait and tackle, right? Awesome.
Yeah, they ran it 6 weeks last year. They opened it up a week early and ran it a week late, so it ran for 6 weeks last year.
Okay.
But usually it runs like just the month of April.
All right. I'll have to pop on and see if I haven't seen anything coming across the news feed, so I maybe have been behind. But yeah, I'll definitely look at. I'm all for that. We got some good ones. And we got your tournament. While that one's going on, we've still got Gulf Breeze, bait and tackle, their pomp run, Pomp Stomp in Alabama. I mean, we got some. Yeah, we got some stuff going here,
man.
There you go.
Good stuff. Well, Blane. I'm sorry, dude. You got Blake on the mind after I saw a comment. Good to see you, brother. As always, thanks for coming on. Appreciate the report. Hopefully, we'll get some good stuff coming here soon, so you can get right out there and keep doing that awesome stuff you're doing, brother. Appreciate you.
Thanks, fellas.
Later, man.
Take care of my flag.
Awesome.
Flags.
Flags. Oh, you got multiple.
I did get 2. One's gonna eventually
Nice.
go behind me here, and the other
Oh,
one's gonna go there.
nice.
So I'm glad Salty just commented. So
Mm.
I'm gonna run in there because we are coming close to time.
That's
so
all right.
if you guys haven't taken a look at Salty's pompano rigs on his page, he recently had a little thing he said, something about a mystery box. And of course,
Yeah.
you can't have a thing without going, what's in the box? So man dropped something off.
Got a box. Nice. Ooh.
I have been like dying to rip this thing apart. All right,
Do it.
So we're gonna get
Open it.
All right, what we got? Oh, dirty girl.
This is exciting.
Oh hell yeah! Got the yellow and orange, the monster, the old pink,
Nice.
the Oh, you got a little decorative with the purple this time. I don't think my camera will pick it up, but
It's got some glitter on it.
speckles,
It's nice.
a little splatter. Oh yeah, these are getting fished, buddy. These are getting fished hard.
Nice.
The goofy.
Excellent.
Half ounce. Oh, all right. Dude, these things, I mean, I'm not good at them yet, but hello.
He's like, oh, what happened there?
Oh, hello.
Oh, those
His whiting rigs.
the whiting rigs. Nice.
Look at that. Oh, Salty.
That is pretty nice.
Oh, and
Outstanding.
And what package from Salty wouldn't be complete without
the stickers, the cream of the crop.
the cream? I still my personal favorite Salty one
awesome.
is still the Salty's watching you. And if you guys ever follow me, if you see my pictures, anytime you see me open that cooler, there is that picture of Salty staring at me, judging every single fish I catch and everything I do. I can almost feel
would you put that in there?
Oh hell yeah! Every time I open it, I'm just like, so yeah. I don't know. Something about it when I put it in there. Jen's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, I don't know. Just it seems right.
Something about this.
It's holding. Salty,
outstanding.
Thank you so much, dude. These mystery boxes. Yeah, if you guys haven't got one yet, I'll tell you right now, go for it. You can't go wrong. I mean, you saw what was in the box, and I am so freaking happy that I got that. Those are all going to get fished and rocked out. I've got a new rod actually I need to play with for the goofy, so I'm excited for that.
Good stuff. Awesome. Where we got here, Brand?
Salty was
all right.
pleased with that catfish. Yeah, he was. Yes, and that was a good catfish.
All right, so let's go.
7 minutes left. Let's crush in. What do
Well,
we
that's
got
if
here?
we hit the hour. We can go over the hour.
Mike and Demo, y'all are going out in the morning. I haven't seen you.
I won't be.
Left.
I got stuff to do around the house tomorrow. We're still renovating the bathroom, so I'm gonna jump into some of these shares real quick.
Yeah, do the scroll punch, man.
I think we may have picked up some of the same things, but let's see here. I'm gonna do the entire screen share. Oh no!
Go for it.
All right, this guy, Tommy Eaton. Congratulations, your first pump.
Tommy.
And he says, "Now I see what all the rave's about. That shit was delicious." Congratulations on that. That's awesome. And you're right. That's probably the best eaten fish. Grilled is my favorite. I love grilling them, but that's outstanding. Congrats on the pompano. Redfish caught. Pretty sure that was in Navarre. Looks like
I don't see the pier behind him.
It looks like Portofino Towers.
Yeah, that might be down that side.
Or maybe it's Pensacola, but a nice keeper finally, 27 inches below 27 inches.
Not that we're looking at your spot at all and analyzing it.
Yeah.
Where are you at?
No. Everyone should know by now. If you post a picture up, all 13,000 members of the Panhandle Surf Fishing Group are like zoomed in trying to figure out where you're catching that fish at.
Where is that? Bruce, for info on the mystery boxes, that's Salty McCrory. So it's going to be Salty's Pompano Rigs. You can go right there. And if you want, go ahead and message me. I'll message you whatever info you need there. Or Salty, you can message him. He's really responsive. Sorry.
No, you're good, man. So this happened on Okaloosa Island.
Sandbar?
If you haven't seen this video, these are, we all take multiple rods out, but we never expect multiple hookups. This dude hooked into 2 nice 5 foot, 5.5 foot sandbar sharks. It's pretty. The lady in the background. Peace out, buddy. And he gets them out. But if you're by yourself, what do? You got, yeah, peace out, buddy. He hooked up to 2 nice ones. Well, let me stop that. Stop. Peace out, buddy. I just like that.
Too far.
But what do? You're fishing by yourself. You get double hook up on sandbar sharks. You're not expecting it, but that's just looks like from the video I saw, he handled it expertly, got him out, got him released, and pushed back out as quick as he could. So
yeah,
great job there. Blane brought up the black drums. Here's our buddy Bearded Brad here tearing them up. I think this was Wednesday. Yeah, over there at Fort Morgan. Just some huge black drums over there. Oh, big uglies. That's a Salty's Pompano rig.
Yeah,
right there. You got them. Great.
I tell you, man, as well as I do on those salty rigs, we have caught so many. Hell, you caught a shark on one.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I love those rigs, man. They do so fun.
Yeah, they're amazing. And then our other buddy Jordan over here at G2 Coastal.
That dude's been crushing the bigs.
Yeah, like Alabama is the place to go to get your big uglies, I guess.
Apparently,
he's tearing them up. He's got a few this week, so great job there. Got 2 more. This guy just cracked me up. It reminds me of the conversation we had about the sinker guys sinkers and they get stuck.
Yep.
And that thing comes flying back. When your sinker gets snagged, that's a huge. And then we talked about bait cannons a few weeks back. Check this one out. I don't know how much line is on that thing. Down to the backing, down to the. That's amazing.
He gone.
Yeah, it gone. Like you got no. There it goes, and he's gone. That's just.
That's why he cut it out because he was like, I don't want to talk about what happened next.
I don't want to talk about what happened next.
Oh man. So for me, I only had a couple really. I don't have a ton of things. I guess we have the scroll to go ahead and do. So I will get my screen ready to rock and roll.
Yeah, it was those bait cannons, man. I'm still intrigued, but I don't know how well they would work down here. All right, here we go.
All right, so with the Facebook Panhandle Surf Fishing scroll here, we got one day ago, so we got some fun stuff, Miramar Beach, and hey, yeah, I don't know why, but I honestly believe that I love Fred, man.
Yeah,
I mean, granted, he's a sneaky little guy, but he's definitely a welcome one. Okay, so here you go, right here.
Oh,
you want to talk about the mystery boxes? There you go, right here. PM, you can still get them on there. You saw what was in mine, so you know some good stuff. Monica, oh, I didn't know she got out with Arrington. That's cool. I've actually been messaging back and forth with her. She has somebody I'm going to talk to for the podcast soon. So Justin went out today. I honestly thought today, after I saw that water, was going to be just perfect. Listen to the podcast. Well, thanks, buddy. Yeah, this week was a good one talking with Simon.
That was a good podcast this week. Jack and I did the same thing.
Corn. Thanks. Corn. I love corn. Oh, I want to push it just to listen to music, but I won't because we're getting on the end there. There you go on those.
Yeah.
And then I'd be remiss. And then, here you go. Big one for the tournament. We talked about that with Blane. With tournament, we definitely recommend signing up. It's going to be some good stuff coming on. But this one, no, that's my notes.
That's our show notes.
That's the notes. There we go. 6 years, but they finally got it. If you haven't taken a look at this video yet, the Gulf Coast Nation popped one up. We had Dylan on last week. Excellent guy. Talks a lot of great things with shark fishing. And hell, everything's golden there. So congratulations, Gulf Coast Nation. Took you a long time to get that one, but that was a good thing. It really was. Yeah,
that was a good conversation with Dylan. Having him on is great. We'll get him back on here a little later. As we start rolling into spring and hear about it. From not a great week of fishing, but a good week of information. Looking forward to the Pompano tournament. Bill shot me some info on his dates and stuff for the redfish tournament, so we'll get those loaded up on our website as well. Facebook page and get that info out there to everybody who's interested. As well as we had a list of all our contributors. If you haven't seen it, if you haven't joined, liked, followed the Panhandle Fishing Report Facebook page, we have all of our contributors on there with links to their Facebook pages, how you can get in touch with them, and go out there, like their pages, shoot them some love. They go out each week, get us some good reports, and to make sure you guys know where the fish are biting.
I love free info.
Yeah, it's free.
All right.
right.
Anything on your side? It was a good day.
That's nothing. Yeah, it was. It was a great day. And I think with your advice, we're going to go with the outro. So if you missed the intro and I said it at the beginning,
awesome.
Go back and watch the very beginning and see our new intro, but we're also going to play it on the outro for those that are sticking around. Crank it up. You're going to love it. It's going to get you pumped up. And until next week, folks, let me bring it up real quick. Until next week, y'all get out there, get some fishing, send us your pictures, send us your reports. Later.